Going to college was the best decision. It reinforced fundamentals just on a day-to-day basis like I hadn't experienced before. Going through fall ball and pretty much getting constant instruction all year round. Really emphasized the fundamentals of baseball, the mental side of the game that I had no idea about, even though I thought I knew it all. And you know, just the whole experience.
Mason came along, and I knew right away that it would be a good fit for me. I got along with the coaches immediately on my visit. Took a couple recruiting visits to some pretty good schools, but Mason was really the one that stuck out for me. I just knew that here was going to be the best fit for me in terms of maybe getting another chance to play professionally.
Well, deciding to go to Mason really wasn't, the hardest decision I've had to make in my lifetime, but I didn't know if I went to another school or not, whether I'd get the opportunity to pitch as much as I did, here at Mason. And, the coaches kind of gave me the confidence to go out there each and every time and, pitch as well as I did, and they knew I could go out and have success. And I pretty much think it's just the opportunity to get to pitch at such a prestigious Division I program such as Mason.
Players that were highly recruited out of high school in my class that ended up going to those big schools, I can only think of maybe one out of like 15 that actually got drafted, because those guys that went to the bigger schools, they didn't get playing time their freshman, maybe not even their sophomore year, and now now they're done. They don't have a chance to get drafted. Where if they went to a different school and started as a freshman, they would have had a better chance of getting drafted.
They don't have one certain way. They don't teach, like Coach Werman doesn't teach one certain way to hit. He's got different aspects and different perspectives of hitting, which you absolutely need. So he's not teaching his one philosophy. He's not going to teach a second baseman to try and hit the same way as Scott Krieger or a right fielder or something like that, which is awesome. They give you the freedom like that.
And here at Mason, if you come in, they're going to tweak you here and there, but ultimately it's going to be your ability and for you to go out there and perform at a professional level. And so when you come in, they don't tell you, this is one way to hit, or this is our way to hit, this is our way to pitch. They work with what you brought in, and then they tweak you here and there on a personal level, which is really what they do at the professional level. They're not going to teach everyone to hit one single way. They're going to let you, hit and adapt to what you've brought in.
They give you the freedom on a day-to-day basis to get your work done on your own. They allow you to make your own mistakes. They allow you to learn from your own mistakes. And they pretty much allow you to have your own personality and be your own player. And that's something that I really believe in, something that I think in professional baseball is very big. And I think that's helped me kind of become my own player instead of being, kind of cookie cut into, this is the way baseball is supposed to be played. It's pretty much a catcher's dream come true. Skip is probably one of the most knowledgeable coaches I've ever played for when it comes to catching, when it comes to fundamentals, the mental aspect, calling a game. That's his whole focus. Obviously, he's the manager and he manages the game. He kind of oversees everything, but he is a catcher's dream when it comes to working with him every single day. I couldn't have asked for anything more from my college experience as a catcher.
To be a catcher at George Mason, it was actually awesome to meet Chris Widger during our golf outing. And when I got to talk to him my freshman year, he actually talked me through what Mason's going to be like, what college catching is going to be like. And from then on, I kind of felt like I was in my comfort zone to be a catcher here.
He is a big believer in the catcher being the captain on the field. It's just the history of George Mason when it comes to catchers, I think, speaks for itself, starting with Coach Brown, and then Chris Widger, who won a World Series with the White Sox, all the way up to myself and Jason Bohr, who just recently got drafted, Chris Henderson, recently got drafted with the Dodgers. I think it just proves how much focus is put on that and how much stock he puts into his catchers.
At least 10, 12 guys get drafted every single year out of this league. I come across guys at CA all the time playing pro ball, and those are guys. They might be first team all conference, second team all conference, but they're playing every single day. You see a lot of the guys that go to big time schools and they don't get to play all the time. But in the CA, if you're a good player,
and especially at Mason, if you're going to be able to play a lot.
As I've been here, you look around and you see the type of players that have come out and been able to go to the professional level, and some of the people that are having success there and moving up to the minor leagues and some of the professional levels. So I think as it grows, you'll be able to see that that there is some very high talent here, and it can only get better.
I think people have started to realize the talent that lies in this conference, and it's more to come in the future.
I would say if you're looking to play at the professional level, go to college, play your 3 years. George Mason, hands down, will give you all the tools to become a professional athlete, absolutely. There's no way I would say that any other school in the country could do what Mason has done for me in terms of preparing me to play at the professional level.
Go, fellas, defense on 3. 1, 2, 3, defense!